Jordan 1 Low Chicago's have officially made it to the stew. Final verdict for me is that this is definitely a cop. Damn. Whether you want to bite the bullet on release or take your chances waiting for them to possibly drop $30, the pair of sneakers in this box was supposed to arrive over a week ago, and GOAT low-key played me. I was actually excited to get these early for y'all because it's one of those pairs that I know for sure a lot of people will enjoy. Are they gonna sell out? Will people care enough to make them sell out is a whole different question. But as far as the colorway goes, I think it's a banger, so I decided to cop them early for the channel. I literally told y'all, bro, I was gonna snap the month of November. There's just too many releases for me to not try to do my thing this month, you feel me? But we do have a Jordan 1 Low box, and from that alone, you should know what we're getting into. Jordan 1 Low Retro OG in the Chicago colorway is officially upon us, family. This pair hasn't retroed since 2015, and that was actually the first time they released, so I was excited to finally get these in the studio. I just never thought that I'd pay a premium for them, and GOAT would damn near send them on release day. And matter of fact, look at what's going on the inside, bro. The extra lace is outside the box. It's just a bad look. I'm getting my first impression, and it's already thrown off by what GOAT did to me. Y'all let me know down below if I should even keep these or should I try to escalate. Right now, I'm in the process of trying to get like a partial refund or actually end up returning these. I don't know what I'm gonna end up doing as of yet, but I don't want that to take away from the Jordan 1 Low Chicago's, because this is actually a banger. And despite whatever they're reselling for currently, I do feel like this is one of those pairs that will be popping next summer, because Jordan 1 Lows is just way more wearable than the highs. In a little bit, I will pull out the lost and founds as well, just to kind of do a little comparison between the two. But I'm excited to have these in the collection simply because, as I always end up saying, Jordan 1 Lows are way more wearable than the highs these days, so I just almost appreciate them a little more. And if I'm not mistaken, these do have that new shape where it almost resembles the 85 cut. It has the smaller toe box. I am gonna try to compare these to the Shadow Lows we got a little while ago. Jordan 1 Low Chicago's are set to release in a few days at this point, and as we all know, Chicago's is one of the most iconic Jordans to ever release, so the fact that they turned these into a low and brought them back to us in 2025 is gonna make these an iconic release for the year. Now the question is, are y'all gonna make these sell out, or is it gonna be another one of those Jordan Lows that ends up going on sale, kind of like all the other Jordan 1 Lows we've seen released in the previous years? If I'm being completely transparent with y'all, I think this is one of the ones that's actually gonna go off shelves. Even if it takes a little while to get there, these aren't just gonna sit around for too long, simply because Chicago holds a weight of its own. It doesn't matter if it's a Jordan 1 high, low, if they put patent leather on it, switch up the materials, whatever they decide to do, the Chicago is gonna carry a weight of its own when it comes to sneaker releases. There's way too much nostalgia tied into this colorway and model for them to end up going on sale. But then again, it's one of those things where the black toe Jordan 1 Lows did it, Shadow Jordan 1 Lows did it. We never even got the Royals in the US, but I'm pretty sure, guaranteed, those would have been in the outlets. I still don't think these will face the same outcome. That's just my opinion though. If I were to rate this shoe out of 10, I think it's a 9 out of 10 mandatory, just based off of what it is alone. And if y'all could see, these do have almost like a new shape that we don't typically see. They even brought back the big swoosh on the Jordan 1 Low. If y'all remember, for a little while they had the tiny swoosh on them. Y'all could even see the difference on the black toe lows. It's almost like a lowercase swoosh, and then you got the caps lock joint right here. Personally, I think the big swoosh does justice on these. It just pops a little better, gives them a little more oomph in my opinion. Y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comments, but I do think the bigger swoosh just suits the shoe a little better in my opinion. As far as the cut goes, I don't know if y'all can really notice the difference too much. These almost have like a higher cut on the toe box rather than the black toe lows. Maybe that's just my eyes playing tricks on me, but I know that I did read online that the specs are gonna be a little different for these compared to most of the other Jordan 1 lows we've recently gotten. So that's another thing I wanted to mention. But real quick, we're gonna break these down, starting from the outsole and working our way up. These do have a red outsole with that Nike in the middle. Moving on to the midsole, we have that all white. These don't have that aged midsole like we saw on the Lost and Founds. It's a true white on this pair, which I kind of do appreciate, not gonna lie. Moving on to the upper though, you have that Chicago color blocking that's so iconic. There's nothing I really have to mention about it. You see the red, you see the white, you see the black on the swoosh. Like I said before, the black is the bigger swoosh, kind of like the 2015 version of these, which if I didn't mention before, we've seen the Jordan 1 Chicago's ever since 1985, and the first time they turned it into a low was in 2015, in case some of y'all didn't know. But they brought these back almost similar to that 2015 pair, which I think is probably the best thing they ever did. You do get that white in the middle right here and on the toe box. Again, it is a true white. They have been aging a lot of shit, but I'm glad they kept it regular for these. The tongue is all white, and then at the top you get that Nike Air in white on the red tag. As y'all can see, the insole is all white with the red Nike Air. That's one of the things I don't like on these. I wish it was just black, and I get it, it might just look a little better with the shoe. Nobody's gonna see it anyway, and these shits end up getting way more dirty. Just make it black, bro. It's just one of those things where I don't want to see nobody's toe marks, especially if you buy like a lightly used pair. You got some toe marks on them bitches. Like,
don't worry, Mr. Krabs, I won't step foot in your bedroom.
OD. But wrapping around the heel of the shoe, you do get that black Wings logo with the Air Jordan inside of it. And as far as details go, that's pretty much it for the shoe. We do get extra laces, which are all white, and look at how GOAT sent these shits to me. Crazy work, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. All I know is that on feet, these are gonna look spectacular. Definitely no issues when it comes to these as far as the vibes go. I don't know if I'm trying to keep these for the price I paid, especially with the fact that I never even got to milk the videos out of it. Typically, I do my first look on foot review, which is what y'all are watching now, and then the day of release, I do another video, which is, did they sell out? You feel me? The fact that I got these now, I never got to do my first look, meaning I already lost some of the bread I could have made back from paying OD for them type shit. And I just don't know if it makes sense. Y'all let me know in the comments what I should do. If GOAT doesn't give me a credit, I might have to refund these bitches, unfortunately, because I actually think this is a banger pair that I would end up wearing, bro. Like, my shadow Jordan 1 lows gets hella wear. Black toes get hella wear too. So it's one of those things where I would love to keep these, but I don't know if I'm trying to keep them for the price that I paid. All I know is that on feet, I think these are gonna look too spicy. But these are set to release this upcoming Saturday, the 15th of November, at a retail of like $140. I might be wrong, and if I am, put it on the screen, editor Nori. The fact that these have a super low retail is gonna make people gravitate towards them, because if you could get a Chicago Jordan 1 for $140 over something like Black Cat 4s for $215, you might end up gravitating towards these over these. But again, it's one of those things where you gotta pick and choose your battles. Personally, I think these Black Cats are crazy, and if you want to see the review for them, subscribe to the channel, because that's gonna be coming real soon. Let me know you're new so I can welcome y'all the proper way. And while you're down there, shit, leave a like on this video. 300 likes is the goal for this one. Try to help me spread this video so I can make some of my bread back. Chicago lows go crazy though, and I definitely think this possibly could be in the top 10 sneakers of the year. If you are an OG collector, I'm in the top 10 sneakers of the year. If you are an OG collector, I know a lot of people collect collabs at this point, or almost praise those a little bit over what the OGs be doing, but I'm not one of those people. I definitely do not take these for granted. If y'all do want them, I would say go get them for retail. It's really not that bad, but then again, these possibly could be going for $100 within a month. We just truly don't know what's gonna happen. Real quick, let's compare the Chicago lows versus the Lost and Founds. You deadass cannot go wrong with either one of these right here. Obviously, we do get a little more flair, more flavor, more spice.
Okay.
With the Lost and Founds, something you won't get with the Chicago lows, but it's still one of those things where if you have either or, bro, you're winning. And I still think they both hold their own spot in my collection. These Lost and Founds look spectacular to me, and it's probably one of my most praised shoes in the collection. I truly do love these, but wearability wise, the lows, bro, they just hit different. I don't know what it is that made my mind turn that switch, and I don't know if I'm the only person who feels that way, because both of these these are bangers in their own special way, but they just hit a little different. And y'all can also see the swoosh on these lows is significantly bigger. It almost pushes up towards the front of the shoe a little more as well. Jordan 1 Low Chicagos have officially made it to the stew, and the final verdict for me is that this is definitely a cop. Whether you want to bite the bullet on release or take your chances waiting for them to possibly drop $30 is up to you. All I'm gonna say is that in person, this is a banger. I wouldn't say the quality is the best quality, materials are the best or nothing like that, but I just do know that wearability, iconicness, and just the colorway in general is gonna pull through for this one. That's probably why Jordan Brand doesn't really focus too much on the quality for some of these, because they know that Chicago's gonna sell out if they put butt cheek skin on the top of them or not. Now, I'm not saying this is the worst materials I've seen, but it's definitely not the best shit we've seen. And it is what it is, bro. You low-key know what you're buying into. $140 retail, I think. And that's pretty much it, bro. Let me know if y'all are enjoying the on foot as well, because I know that might be the determining factor for me personally. There's something about these lows that just hits a little bit different, and I know this one's not gonna be no different. But if y'all ended up enjoying this quick review, y'all let me know down below by leaving a like on this video. 300 likes is the goal, which should be fairly easy, bro. When y'all get in y'all bag, y'all low-key be wilding on the videos. Leave a comment as well, letting me know what I should do with the whole GOAT situation, and subscribe to the channel if you do end up subbing up. Comment that you're new so I could welcome y'all the proper way. Shit, if you have a little extra spare time, hype the videos up as well so we can spread to more people. But all that being said, the Jordan 1 Low Chicagos are officially in the booth, and even though GOAT kinda hold me, I'm deciding on what I should do with these. They gotta at least give me a $50 credit, bro, like bare minimum for my weight. Like, I ordered these shits over 3 weeks ago, bro. Crazy work. But I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I hope you have a great rest of your day, night, morning, evening, whenever you're watching this video. Make sure you spend some time with your loved ones, because you don't know how much time we got left. And all that being said, I'm gonna catch y'all in one of these two videos. That's what YouTube's recommending you to watch based on your previous history. So shit, check out one of those two and I'm gonna catch y'all there. Matter of fact, sub up, bro, because I got Shadow 10s, Black Cat 4 still in the booth. I'm waiting for Gamma 11s to drop in price because they're wildin'. Low-key, the shock drop should be soon, so we should see those drop to at least like 300. That's when I might consider it, bro. Like, anything above that is where I draw my line personally, because at the end of the day, I'm trying to recoup my bread and at least end up with the shoe below retail type deal. You feel me? I'm not trying to come out of pocket one band for a pair of shoes like a lot of people end up doing, but I'm yapping, bro. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I'm gonna catch y'all in one of these two videos. Peace.